back to Edith Cavell Mountain for the second time this year. The first time I was here with my daughters and we didn't have enough time to get on the top of the meadows, so I decided to come back, and this time we're going to crush it all the way up to the East Ridge summit. I've never been up here, so I guess that there's a trail that runs through the meadow as a loop. Then there's also a little side trail that keeps going up to the East Ridge. But I guess you have some wonderful views up there as well. Something that I've noticed as well is if you're coming up in here and your only purpose is to come up to the meadows, there's a bunch of switchbacks on the side here and it's not very steep at all, and there's just big boulders and rocks, and you reach a certain point, you can pretty much walk in a straight line. They probably want everybody to stick on the trail, but you're not creating a new trail by doing this because you're literally stepping on all boulders. So I also like the views of Edith Cavell in general, which is way up there. You can see the Angel Glacier popping down in front of us here. He's just got a fresh facelift with some fresh snow not too long ago, about a month ago, and nothing's been melting since, so especially not here. This mountain is over 3,000 meters in height and elevation, so once you get stuff late in the fall, it tends not to melt at all. But towards the trail, up to the meadow, and then from there I'll show you guys the rest. Before you turn on the trail to go back in towards the forest, it's always worth the climb up here. There's just a series of boulders. It's maybe 50 meters, 25 meters maybe, and then you have the full view of the Glacier Lake. Extremely pretty view. Here's another trail that you can do down in here. You guys won't be able to see much because the sun is blinding, but if you follow that ridge, you can get inside here. You can see there's a whole lot of snow coming down here already, but that's like the climber's route. If you head out up and towards there, you can get onto the ridge, and then that's what you would use to start climbing up Edith Cavell. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's the waterfall that's coming in from the glaciers that pretty much runs all year round until it kind of gets frozen when all the water stops moving. But that won't be for another little bit here for sure. We'll need sub-zero temperatures on a regular basis to stop that from flowing. Well, time to hit the trail again, guys. Peace out. We are in the middle here of the meadow, the Edith Cavell Meadow. Mind you, middle of September, it's covered in snow. They got snow here actually like 3 weeks ago, and anything at altitude at this point, it's probably not going to melt. Got a nice view of the meadow either way without the flowers. So, and behind me here is, you can see actually Edith Cavell and the Angel Glacier at a little bit of a higher angle. But what I wanted to show you guys here is this rock face here, the east face of Mount Edith Cavell, and there's crevices along the edge where the snow kind of piles up. And this snow, especially in the spring, if you wait long enough, you'll hear big chunks of it fall down, and it sounds like these massive explosions. From the parking lot, you can hear them, you can't see them. But if you're willing... few shortcuts across some of the switchbacks, so my distances are a little bit lower than what the trail versions would actually be. This is where the last bit of the trail meets up. So in behind me in the meadow over here, there's trails that go out that way and it comes down, and then there's one that runs across the middle. So it's kind of like a big O with, like, you know, one trail that goes down the middle. And then this meets up right here. You get this gorgeous view, obviously, of Angel Glacier and Edith Cavell all behind here. But what's neat is that you have the ridge here, which blocks your entire view on the other side, which we're gonna be fixing that in a few minutes here. But I can already see 9 people up top there, which is kind of cool. I'm not the only crazy person that wants to go hiking in the snow in September here. In this frozen meadow, not an actual filled meadow with flowers. Top of the ridge and behind me here. And then we're gonna be following the ridge, or attempting to anyways. I'll see about the conditions when I get up there, but you can follow that ridge all the way to that peak. It's sticking out on the side. And if the conditions are good, I might be able to come back down that way as well. Anyways, we'll get up to the top and then we'll see what it looks like from there. I think that's what the peak is supposed to be. It's not the peak at all. It's just like a false peak. It's kind of like a good little lookout that people like to come and put cairns on peaks of mountains. I get it, but it serves no purpose besides just aesthetics, I guess. Something to do on top of a mountain. The peak is actually behind us over here. Only 660 meters of elevation gain so far. So it's a pretty, actually pretty steep considering, like 200 meters of elevation over the span of per kilometer for, you know, 3 kilometers straight. That's it's pretty steady. So we're gonna get on top of this ridge over here and see how far we can trek, because I know that you can get all the way up to that tall peak over there. See what kind of view we get over there. And you can see now the whole ridge, and behind me here, you can see the whole ridge and behind here. You can see that there. It's gorgeous views. So took another little break here because of I wanted to appreciate the amazing view here, but I'd say there's another group ahead of me there, but they're in behind me here trying to get to the top of the ridge. So my guess is that it looks pretty far away. It was probably just another half a kilometer or so, and then we'll show you guys the views at the top. But I wanted to show you guys this here because it's quite remarkable here. Edith Cavell, then behind me here in the glacier, and you can almost, yeah, you can see a little bit of the valley down there. Most people don't get to see that area of Edith Cavell unless you're like a mountain climber and you get all the way to the back. And then from here you can actually see the town of Jasper in behind me and the whole valley. And there's Pyramid Mountain in there as well, but Pyramid Mountain's being covered by a bunch of clouds. So now we just gotta get all the way up top there. Easy peasy, right? My GoPro decided to die on me, mainly because it's way too cold. I had that issue yesterday, so I wanted to film one last shot here for you guys to show the amazing view on top of this ridge. And as you can see, the ridge ahead of me here, you can follow that all the way up and down, and you can get all the way up to the top of that nub over there. You can keep going, but it seems a bit ridiculous now because there's a lot of snow. But then you can go on top of that nub that's right there, and then you can climb all the way back down to there, and then you can go back down. So that's the climber's route, basically. Now we got the amazing view of Edith Cavell, the Angel Glacier right in here. And then there's a little lake in behind there. I didn't even know that that was over there, which is kind of neat. And then you have the whole view of the valley behind here, which is insane as well. Like that's the whole highway and everything at the back here. So yeah, that's the amazing view you get on the East Ridge. It's about 4.5 kilometers straight up. It's time for us to come back down. You gotta watch our footing. And good thing for me, I got the ice cleats and step where the rocks are, not where the snow is. And yeah, you can see people all the way down at the bottom, like right there. This might be too tiny for you guys to see, but yeah. I'm Eric Tremblay. These are my adventures. Peace out.